Hey YouTube, how's it going? My name is Lucas, and welcome to a speed build. I know, something I don't do very often. I've been hyping this up so much on Twitter, so like, lower your expectations for one, if you've come from there, because I am not a builder. I don't do these very regularly, but I really want to like do more builds and get better, and I figured, well, practice makes perfect. Me complaining about being a bad builder is not gonna like, you know, make me any better, and so here we are today. We are building a townhouse, if you can't tell from the title. When I say townhouse, I think the most distinctive feature of a townhouse is that it's connected to other townhouses. But you can't really do that in The Sims 4. You can't really have terraced houses unless you have multiple houses and families on the same lot, which I'm a bit iffy about. But this is as close as you're going to get to a townhouse in The Sims 4, like being on its own lot, basically. So I'm going to call it a townhouse, and it is a grandparents' townhouse as well, in that the styling on the inside is very old people-y. I think that's a very good, like, outing, if you will, for, like, making something look ugly, is just say, oh, it's an old people's home, because old people have a bit of a questionable style, to say the least. So in the end, I went for, like, a rustic, sort of just elderly style, and I imagined grandparents lived here. I actually developed a story of a family as I was building, which happens. So I do have like a specific set of Sims in mind for those who live here, and I'll get into that story as I build. I don't just like bombard you with it now, but yeah, I do have like a specific family in mind. Might do a cast on them actually, because I do enjoy making Sims, and so that would be fun, and it's content. But yeah, what I will say is that this is not a revolutionary build, okay? I can barely build a house, so if you're expecting something that's reinventing the wheel, you're not getting it today. It is a basic house, basic color scheme. It's very brown and rustic and boring in the inside, very old people-y, like I said. If you want to go watch Hatsi build Hogwarts, go watch Hatsi build Hogwarts. I'm not here to build Hogwarts, but we're doing the inside now. The inside took a lot longer than the outside. I had a plan for the outside, basically. Like, I had sort of built a draft of it off camera, so I sort of knew what I was doing with the outside. It's not like in its finished state right now. I do change the roof up still. Right now I'm discovering the pains of putting the chimney next to the stairs, having to move that. It was a nightmare, but I get it there in the end. But the inside takes me a while, because the thing is with my building is I don't have like an eye for it. Like, I can't envision it in my head perfectly. I have to put things down and see what sticks, you know, throw everything at the wall and just go with what works. So it's very trial and error-y, and that's why it takes so long, because I'm trying so many things. Some stuff work, most of it doesn't, hence why it takes so long. Yeah, that's I gotta work on it, but hey, I'm aware of my flaws. That's step one in improving. But what I will say, because I'm very sort of trial and error-ish, is do not get used to anything you see in this speed build. Like, if you see something and you think, oh my god, Lucas, that is absolutely hideous, why have you put that there? Change it. I probably do at some point, like, don't worry. Like, so many things get moved about and changed. Like, this wallpaper, I think I actually stick with this wallpaper. I can't remember. No, I do change this wallpaper, I believe. But most things, like the curtains right now, the color changes. So many things that you'll see will change at some point, so don't get used to anything, okay? Things change drastically. I'm just trying to figure out where to put the furniture now. I always find that, like, when I build, the inside is so much smaller than I actually anticipated it to be. Like, the living room is so cramped, it is terrible. I wanted a coffee table in there. I think I do squeeze a coffee table in there eventually, but like, it was so cramped. I'm like, where did all this space go, you know? Because, like, when I'm building, I never want it to be too big, and I always think this is a perfect sized home, and it's never a perfect sized home. That lamp is hideous. What am I doing? Sorry. I do change that house. Yeah. House, lamp. I'm already messing up my words. Oh god. I'm trying to do this in one take as well. This is my very first take. I don't want any cuts, because it's going to, like, make the video and the audio out of sync, so I'm trying to do this all in one. Let's see how it goes. So far it's been good, touch wood, don't want to ruin it and start again, because that would just be horrible. I don't have time. This is not my forte. Speed builds are my, like, so out of my comfort zone. If you can't tell, I'm speaking quickly right now to compensate for how nervous I am, but I just don't know what to say. What do I say? Oh look, I'm popping down a magazine rack. Isn't that exciting? I think I delete that. Yep. Oh no, I moved it. See, I see people do speed builds, right, and they put something down and it stays down, and they don't change it, they don't delete it. It's like first time, every time, no mistakes, and I'm like, how? I am the opposite. I'll go through everything in the goddamn, you know, build and buy catalog before I find something that I'm like, yeah, that looks alright. That's alright, that's not bad. Like, even right now, I'm not reinventing the wheel. I'm playing it very safe with the furnishing, the colour scheme. I try and add a little pop of colour, like here and there, like the sofa and the chairs are a bit blue, but generally it's very brown, very boring, quite gross and rustic. Again, old people-y, it's the best excuse. Oh, it's supposed to be ugly, you know? But it baffles me that, like, I could build a TARDIS for my Time Lord challenge. Huge TARDIS, 50 by 50 lot, wings, like, spanning off to a library, to a bowling alley, to a lab, to bedrooms, kitchen, and I think it looks good. I'm really proud of it. I love it. But a house? But a suburban house? Oh, now you're pushing it, you know? Then it's a bit out of my comfort zone. Now we're doing the dining room. This, again, lots of trial and error. I try to go funky with the wallpaper, but I realise that's not going to work. It's not going to work. It doesn't work. I'm going to put it down any second now. It's really gross. I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to try and, like, be brave and jazz it up, and it didn't work. There we go. Why? Delete it. Don't worry, I do delete it eventually. And go back to brown, boring, rustic, safe. It's like a quick little safe. It's like a little safe bubble, this house. Like, not straying too far out of my comfort zone. Even like the style on the outside, it's quite British, like the sort of brick, you know, house. We have lots of terrace houses. I know this isn't a terrace house, but like I could see it being a semi-detached house. So like it's a very safe house for me. But I do want to like experiment in the future and just try new things, try to be a bit less purposefully ugly and try and make something that looks actually decent. I mean, I do like how this house turned out. But oh, I forgot Sims and their story. Right, so old people live here. We've established that. I've said it about 50 times just to excuse how ugly it looks. I should like be hyping up my build as well. I should be like, yeah, this is an amazing build. You're going to want to download it, stick it in your world. It's going to be amazing. Don't do that, please. Don't pity download this. But yeah, I imagined that like an old couple lived here. The guy, yes, the husband, his name was Harold Posey. And he is like, if you've seen Barnyard and you remember the husband in that, that's basically him. He spends all of his time in his retired life in his armchair with a beer in hand, grunting, you know, to whatever his wife says, like, meh. He doesn't care. He looks like Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda, like he's been in the bath too long, just wrinkles everywhere, and he's like a shell of a human being. And then his wife, Agatha Posey, she is like the opposite. She's like a very go-get-em old person, like opposites attract. She is like super spunky. She used to be a florist. Yeah, that's the word, right? She used to be a florist. She owned like a flower shop on the high street. She's now retired, but she like continues it as a hobby. So you'll see like lots of you know, flowers throughout the house, lots of plants, sort of like floral things, if that makes sense. There's even like a painting in the dining room of a flower, which I just now noticed. Bam. And yeah, she is like the opposite of him. She's super like spunky and out there and like one of those really active old people, very sweet, very kind. And when I was doing the upstairs, basically, because they were like the only two residents I had in mind, was these just two old people, this old couple. But when I was doing the upstairs, I realised the guest bedroom, like in the floor plan, opens up to the balcony, and I thought, a balcony bedroom is like very generous for a guest bedroom, you know, like it's very generous. And I was like, well, what if they had like a grandson that lived with them? Because, you know, like, then it would make sense for that bedroom to go onto the balcony. Like, you wouldn't have a guest bedroom that goes out onto the balcony. That would be your bedroom, you know? So I invented a grandson character in my head, and his name is, if you bear with me, Judah Posey, and he is your cliche layabout, like, just out of teens boy. He's just, you know, a bit of a deadbeat. He doesn't bring any money into any money. I need to reevaluate my sentences because I'm tripping up over my words here. He doesn't bring any money into the house, is what I meant to say. He dropped out of school and he lives in his grandparents' house with his girlfriend Ashley, and they are in a band together, and it is terrible, like cliche college band, like awful rock music. He plays the guitar, she sings. They're like both really edgy, and they live with Judah's grandparents, and Ashley really doesn't like them. Judah doesn't care. He's indifferent. He's again like your sort of grunting like teen boy, like meh, kind of like Harold. He's just a bit of a deadbeat. and Ashley's like very cunning and very like, oh, I don't like them. Oh, they're always telling you what to do. Oh, they're always, always in his ear whispering. And that's the family that I envisioned. And they have a dog. They have a beagle, because I like when like dogs reflect their owners. So they have like a really wrinkly old beagle as well, who like can barely walk. And as I was building the house, this story was just developing slowly and coming to me like a dream. And I'll probably drop a cast on them soon, just so I can like envision them, put them in my world. They'll be kind of cool, to be honest. Better than like the townies I have right now. We're on the upstairs. The upstairs is my favourite part, probably, like, especially when we get into Judah's room, because it's like, obviously less of an old person aesthetic and more of like a modern look to it, so I like it a lot more, believe it or not. I actually tried to make it look nice. The colour scheme is like a lot different to all the other rooms in the house. Right now I'm putting in his walk-in wardrobe, and I noticed that like it doesn't reach the ceiling because of the wall height, so I put those like shelves on top of it, and I really liked it because it like gave like some shelf space above. I could put some clutter items on. The wallpaper, I always do it with my builds. I'll go for like a brick and a wallpaper. I don't know what it's called. Is it I'm gonna say two-toned? I don't know. But I do it with all of my builds, like literally all of them. Like Minnie's house probably had it, I'm pretty sure. The Von Hexes have it in my Supernatural Legacy. Lana's house has it. The goddamn TARDIS has it. Like all of the houses I make will have like brick and wallpaper. I just think it adds a bit of detail to the room without like adding any furniture, if that makes sense. Like it'll add a bit of variety. And I do something similar here, as you could see, with like wooden panels instead of brick. Really like how it turns out. He's got like again a guitar, because he plays in a band. He's got his little bubble machine. It's again the most like unique in the whole house, if you will. It's probably like my favorite room of the house. Still got some flowers about because of Agnes and her job. Was it Agnes or Agatha? I think it was Agatha. It was Agatha, that's it. So some flowers that she's put in there. I really love the clothing rail in the corner, but I did delete it because I was like, well, he is in a band, he's going to need some sort of sound system, so I put an amp in there instead, like a big old stereo to blast some music. But yeah, going to do the balcony soon. I wanted so badly to put a sun lounger in there, like so badly, but I couldn't because Island Living is not out yet, and they're coming out in Island Living, and I'm so ready, but I couldn't. I put a little sofa out there, put in some posters in the room, of course. I'd want it to be a bit like juvenile, stuff like that. Throwing clutter at it, because that is my building style. Hide the ugliness with clutter. Just throw clutter at it. Like, honestly, my houses are so expensive because I put so much clutter in them, like so much decor. This house was over 100,000 simoleons. Could you imagine paying 100,000 simoleons for this ugly ass townhouse? Like, I would not. But yeah, put in like a little sofa here. It was like beige. I'm thinking now, like if it rains, they are screwed because that sofa is just going to be ruined. See, popped it in there. I was going to put a rug in, and I was like, actually no, that's proper pushing it. Like if it rains, the rug is going to be all damp and soggy and gross. Put a little welcome mat out there instead. Moving into the grandparents' bedroom now, I think. Oh, it's changing the floor plan a bit. Oh yeah, they were going to have an ensuite bathroom. I turned it into an office because I wanted like a desk with a computer somewhere. And so I thought, okay, I'll pop like a little office there instead. It'll be kind of cute and make a little bit of like a forestry room instead for Agatha and her little hobby. Again, putting in some more like flower stuff in the corner there. Flower stuff? I don't know what I'm saying. I need to breathe. How do people do these? I can't even... I'm legit like suffocating. Like honestly, oh, in hindsight, I really want... Oh my god, why did I put that wallpaper there? Why? I'm realising now how bad that looks. Because it matches the bed, like too perfectly. And, like, in hindsight now, why did I not... I should have put, like, a green wallpaper or something. Oh my god, have you ever seen a speed build where, like, they're, in hindsight, realising what they should have done? Because that's me right now. I'm like, why? Change the wallpaper. I don't change the wallpaper. I stick with that wallpaper. The build is saved with that wallpaper. But looking at it now, I'm like, holy crap, a green wallpaper or something would look so much nicer, a pop of colour to like distinguish it as well from like the browns of the other rooms, and it would like tie into sort of like Agatha's, obsession with, Flora, so it would be like a bit, it would be green, it would be nice, but I don't. Why? Oh god. In hindsight, I'm now realising all these things that I'm like, why? But onto the office now. I like the office. Very cluttered. Again, I throw clutter on things to hide how ugly they are. Yeah, she got a little floristry table. I can't even enunciate that. Floristry table. Thank you. with some, again, flower-related clutter, just to fill the space, fill the shelves. They've got a computer. Did I even put the computer in at the end? I might have actually forgotten to put the computer in. Oh my god, hold on. Did I forget to put the computer in? Oh my god. I did, didn't I? Oh no. Oh. The whole reason I made this room was so that they could have a computer with it, you know, for the household to use. Because it was going to be an ensuite bathroom. I forgot to put the... Oh my god. Have you ever seen a speed build where... Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm just now realizing this. I'm just now, as I'm doing the commentary, I've done the screenshots. I mean, I haven't saved it to the gallery, so there's still time to put the computer in, but I've done the screenshots and all. And I forgot the whole reason I made this an office was for the computer that I haven't put it. Oh my god, sorry. The level of unprofessionalism, far too much. You would not see this on Sim Supply. Okay, I'm sorry. Deli would not be doing this. Deli would remember that computer. But I'm not Deli. I can't build a Barbie mansion. I can build a TARDIS, but a house? Oh no. Sorry. This commentary's gone off the rails, but we're like what? 60 minutes into it or something. I'm not about to start again. I am not about to start again. Oh no. All that's left now is the bathroom, and then I like again do some more on the outside, zhuzh it up a little bit because it's still a bit funky looking. And then the landscaping, that took a while. Landscaping is probably like my worst like part when it comes to building. Like furnishing, I can be alright with. It's hit or miss. Again, I try. I do a lot of trial and error with decorating, but I feel like I eventually get there with, you know, with the interiors. Outside, a bit hit or miss, but landscaping, I am so bad at. Oh no. No, oh god. I think the landscaping turned out alright. It's a bit messy. It's a bit like random, like, I'll just chuck some plants in this corner and chuck some plants in that corner. But like, I don't know how else I'm supposed to do it. Like, how? Like, and also, Agatha's supposed to be like a really good gardener, so like I hope I did her some justice, Agatha. I hope this actually looks like a good garden for you. But I'm hoping like some you know, like some flower, what are they called? Some flower pots? No. Flower, what are they called? The square ones. What are they? Oh my god, I've just completely forgotten. Let's just say the flower squares, okay? We're gonna rename them today. The flower, I put in some we put in some what are they called again? Planters. Gardening planter. Sorry, I did English for like A-level. I should know this, but I don't. You know what I'm talking about though. I put those in. We're gonna put them in a second. You're gonna see them and think, oh yeah, it's those. Again, putting in some landscaping here and there. You know, I'll put in like this cute little patio that they have. Oh god, the fence was driving me insane because of like the you know how they put, like, it'll automatically put in like those posts in random spots when you make the fence. Oh, it drove me up the wall. Up the wall. Yeah, I think the landscaping did turn out pretty well. I'm like semi-proud of it. I wouldn't say it's good. Again, I should be selling my build here. I should be like, yeah, this is amazing. But to be honest, I'd say it's okay. It's decent. That's a good word. It's decent. Like, it's passable. Like, you look at it and be like, okay, it's not terrible. Like, there's certain things done right. Like, there are elements that work, and there are elements that don't. But practice makes perfect. Again, I want to get better, and you can only, like, improve by learning from your mistakes and, like, learning what works. So that is what I intend to do, is just, you know, keep on building and releasing speed builds and having fun, because I do really enjoy doing them. Like, as much as I rag on how like bad it turned out and stuff like that, even the commentary, I love the commentary. Even though this is probably going like terribly, I'm speaking way too quickly, I'm like tripping up over my words, and I don't have like the luxury to cut it out, because again, trying to do this in one take and in sync, if I like cut something out, it's no longer in sync with the video, and then it's a mess, and I'm just not having that. So we'll see how it goes. If you want to grade me down below, or like you have any constructive criticism, feel free. I really want to learn. Like, if there is something about this house you think that was terrible, you should probably not do that, or like, here's a better way to do it, please comment like down below. I will not feel patronized. I want to like learn tips from people who like actually can build very nicely, because I'm just in awe of you guys. And if there's any constructive criticism, if there's anything you think that works, that doesn't work, if you want to give me a rundown, feel free. Like, I'm so open for critique. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, my build is perfect, how dare you, oh, if it's not your cup of tea, don't drink it. Like, that's no, I want oh, I put the garden squares down. I put them down, as you can see. See, what are they called again? Flower plot? No, gardening plots. Gardening plots. Gardening plots? No, I don't know. We're to the front of the house now. I give them a driveway. It's a very fancy townhouse. Like, again, it's not like a proper townhouse because it's not connected to anything. So I could have like the luxury of zhuzhing it up a bit outside. I use that verb twice now, zhuzhing. But I do like, you know, give it some of the luxuries that a proper townhouse couldn't afford, like a nice driveway, a big open garden, stuff like that. Just like, again, fancying it up on the outside. I don't want to say zhuzhing again, but here I am. I'm going to cut to the screenshots in a second, so I probably should start signing out now. And that'll be a good, yeah. Actually, well, we have like a minute left. We'll keep going. I give them this little cute, I don't know what it's called, like a little, like, overhang. They have a cute little overhang here. I don't know, I really liked it. I quite liked, I was like, oh, that would be cool. And I did it, and the execution was not bad. It was not too shabby, I'll say so myself. But anyway, if you've enjoyed today's speed build, I might make this a regular thing. I don't know, maybe a weekend thing. We'll see. It took me a long time to record and to render, like Jesus Christ. So maybe not. But either way, if you've enjoyed today's speed build, please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Twitter link down below. Feel free to follow it or not. It is up to you. And I'll see you guys in the. Actually, hold on. We have like 40 seconds left. What am I doing? Oh my god. Sorry. I was gonna like ditch you guys way too soon. But now I've just ruined this outro, and now I can either redo it, which I am not gonna do, or you just have to deal with it. It's gonna be online forever. It's gonna be online forever. People are gonna like link back to this video in like 5 years time and be like, remember this really bad outro that you did? And I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember it. Oh, it's like, it's just burned into my soul. But either way, I think now's a good time to end it, yeah, because I'm pretty much done. Just putting in, like, the dog stuff, because I forgot. But yeah, Twitter link down below. Feel free to follow it or not. If you want to hear my loudmouth opinions, it is up to you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Please enjoy these screenshots and the lovely music. Peace.